Well, hello there. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. My friends call me Stripes, and you can too. I am a car camping, backpacking, jet-setting adventurer who loves being cozy at home. I am the jet-setting homebody, and these are my stories. I'm here to discover, explore, document, and share as much of this world as I can in this short life. Today, I'm excited to share with you an unexpected journey I recently took while driving down the stunning Oregon coastline along Highway 101. From the Washington border to the California border, all 340 miles of beautiful beaches sprinkled with lighthouses, small coastal towns, saltwater taffy, tide pools, and even some spooky history. I invite you to grab a yummy beverage of your choosing, get cozy, and enjoy. You are watching Jet Set Home. Hi friends, I'm in Astoria, Oregon, which is at the tippity top of the state, hugging the Washington border. And I'm finding myself here today I don't want to say on accident, but not well planned. I'm driving home from PCT days and instead of taking Highway 5, I decided to drive down the coast of Oregon, and this is my first stop. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I have nothing planned. I have not researched. I don't know anything about Astoria other than it is the last stop for the Lewis and Clark expedition, and of course, Goonies. If you don't know, you should know. Go rent the movie. Enjoy the fantasy that everybody in the 80s enjoyed, and it was filmed here. So, where am I going with this? I found a parking spot and I took it, and it is right across the street from a brewery, a restaurant, and it looks really, it's called the Fort George Brewing Company, and it looks really pretty. So you know, if it's pretty, it must taste good, right? Anyway, there's vegan options. So I'm gonna go in there, have some lunch, and find out how I can spend the next couple of hours before I get back on the road and head south. After filling my tummy full of fresh, tasty chowder, I decided to check out Astoria on foot. Let's start with the antique shops, obviously. Or maybe not so obviously? Have I ever talked about my love for secondhand things? I wish every single antique store in the world was decorated the way this one is. It's so well organized, and it's so inspirational, and it makes me want to buy everything because I don't feel like I have to dig through anything, which is my biggest complaint when I'm antiquing. Although that does make it more of a treasure hunt, doesn't it? It's always a little disappointing when you leave a vintage thrift store empty-handed, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, there wasn't anything in that store that fit my spending money criteria. So I'm walking away with a full pocketbook, which is good. That's good, right? Yeah. I know I've talked about my love of books, but I don't think I've shared with you my love for thrifting. If you're interested in joining me on a treasure hunt, let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure to make a video about my latest conquests. For now, let's stick to books. If you don't know, I collect books bought in independent bookstores, either about the town I'm visiting or written by a local author. Bonus points if the books are about true crime or paranormal events. I've got some hot chocolate here, and I'm heading towards the river walk to try and catch the trolley that will take you from, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, don't get distracted. From the, I don't know, the whole length of the town. I just called the number on this map over here to see if the trolley is running, because the townspeople said that sometimes it runs and sometimes it doesn't. So I was pleasantly surprised when I picked up the phone, or when I called the number, and a real live person picked up the phone. I was so stunned that I didn't really know what to say. I just said, "Are you a real person?" And she said, "Yeah, can I help you?" So I told her, "I want to take the trolley, can I?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, it's coming your way." So I'm going to take it to the east end and then turn around and take it as far west as possible before they stop running it. And then I'll just walk back to the car. But I should be able to see most of the river walk.
We're on the wrong path.
People of Tucson don't know.
The largest artifact for the Columbia River Maritime Museum. She was a retired light ship. A light ship is essentially a floating lighthouse. The inlet. Now notice the angle. That is an actual ship that was donated to the museum, and that's the actual angle that it could face going through the Columbia River bar. Fiber, so they had to dry out, or else they would rot. So they come up underneath that building, and they would pull their nets up, and they would dry overnight. They would pepper their nets. They would sprinkle them with a lot of pepper, cayenne pepper, and that would keep the mice from climbing on there. They're a novelty, and people like to see them and hear them do their art, but they eat a lot of our salmon.
That was absolutely phenomenal. I love stuff like that. While we were going down this walk, or this train tracks, or whatever this thing is, I'll get the name of it later. I don't know, description below. Anyway, while we were going down it, the volunteers were telling us all of the history along the river walk, and the canneries and the fishing and the Coast Guard and all these wonderful stories. And this town is so full of amazing history. It's just brilliant. There it is, my friends. The jail from the opening scene of the Goonies. Several films have been made in Oregon, like The Shining, Twilight, and Kindergarten Cop. This museum features memorabilia and information on all of them. The museum, unfortunately, was closed by the time I got there, so I just walked around the building, checking out the car, before heading up to the Astoria column. This column was built at the beginning of the 20th century and has been a destination for tourists ever since. My first stop was the gift shop to buy a wooden glider to throw off the top of the column. While in the gift shop, I couldn't help but notice all of the Bigfoot and Goonies tchotchkes. Of course I wanted them all, but my God, they were so expensive. I walked out with my 2 wooden gliders totaling $2. If you want to reach the top of the 125-foot column, you're going to have to climb 164 steps up a beautiful spiral staircase. When you reach the top, you will have a 365-degree view of the area, including the mouth of the Columbian River and Washington State. I'm really excited about throwing these gliders off the top of this tower, but climbing up to the top of it with a broken knee has been a bit of a challenge. So I don't know how smart this decision is, but I'm halfway up, so I'm going for it. Oh man, sometimes I wonder about myself and the decisions that I make. There are these nice little rest areas where you can rest or pass somebody or let somebody pass you. So it's not a total commitment once you start, which is nice. I made it to the top of the tower with my gliders intact, so now I'm going to throw them off of the top of the tower, which feels very naughty, doesn't it? But they sell them for that purpose, so I think we should have some fun, and it is very windy up here. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. Okay, we pushed the wings all the way back because apparently that's to make it go really far. Ready? Just throw it.
Yeah, go up. Try to make it up.
Try to make it up.
Yeah, like a little bit, like.
Push it up a little.
Okay, ready? Oh, that was really.
That's not too bad.
Oh wow! Oh, it's really going far.
Oh, dude, it totally hit the wind. Look at that.
Wow.
She's out here!
Where is she?
Right here.
Oh my gosh, it's disappearing. Well, that's definitely not leave no trace, is it? This one, the wing is forward, which means it's supposed to do tricks. Let's see if it does any tricks.
Okay, yeah, that's tricks. Dang.
Whoa!
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Woo!
Go up and down.
That's a Red Bull. Wow, that's commercial right there.
With the wings. Okay. I think the bird thinks there's like fronts or something.
Oh, that's going far.
Look at it's with that eagle. Or hawk.
Bird.
Oh wow, I can't believe how far they go. Okay, I'm not afraid to hit cars anymore. Alright, the real challenge is getting back down. Because of course I'm not supposed to be going downhill with my knee. So far so good, doesn't hurt. A little wobbly. A little weak. Doesn't hurt. It was never my intention to spend the whole day in this historic town, but there is so much to see and do, the day just sort of got away from me. As the sun was starting to set, I realized that it was time for me to find my home for the night. I headed to a beach where several people had admitted to stealth camping without any problems. Unfortunately, this did not end up being the case for me. The whole area was littered with signs stating, "Do not park here," or "No overnight parking. You will be cited." This is your reminder to always have a plan B. Thankfully, there was a rest stop not far from the beach that worked out perfectly for the night. I don't know if there's anything more Goonies than driving on the beach, but I'm a little nervous about getting stuck. Although that guy seemed to do it really well. He's in a Jeep. I bet the Subaru could do it. What do you guys think? Should I risk it? Oh my god. Okay, fingers crossed I'm doing this. Ooh, the minute it starts to stick, I'm out of here. Oh, snap. Driving on the beach, just like the Goonies. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, this is so great. not exactly sure where I'm going. I'm just driving straight. There's a bunch of cars at the end of this beach, so I'm just gonna go over there. Oh my god, this is so epic. Wow. This is so much freedom. This is fantastic. I think I'm just gonna pull over and enjoy the sunset. I'm just gonna pull over and enjoy the sunset. If you've made it to the end of this adventure, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. It makes it easier for others to find this content. This is the first episode in a series of 6, so if you want to be notified when the next episode is released, tap the bell icon. If you would like to financially support this channel, you can by becoming a patron. You will have access to Patreon-only content, a private Facebook page, and Patreon-only lives. The link will be posted below. You are all so amazing. Thank you so much.